Citizenship is a privilege, not a right. Even the UN recognized it as such. So as an immigrant, stop being entitled to it.
From struggle, still standing.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the Great Tribe. Welcome for another video. There is a topic that is dividing the internet right now, and I feel concerned, and I would like to give my point of view. So it's a topic about citizenship. Many countries are changing their laws. For example, Portugal is changing their immigration law. Finland is changing. Sweden also is changing its immigration law. Many people treat citizenship as a right, but the fact is, citizenship is a privilege, and in this video I will tell you why. First of all, let's go to the beginning. What are the normal or common ways of which someone can acquire a citizenship? So based on law, there are two main branches. There is something called jus soli, that means the law of the land, and there is another one that is called jus sanguinis. So that means the law of the blood. So it's citizenship by land, like the borders, and the citizenship by bloodline. Most of the countries have adopted the jus sanguinis, meaning you can receive citizenship only by your bloodline. So for example, if your dad is from Ireland, for example, then you are Irish. Or at least one of your parents, your dad or your mom, you can get that. The other one is if you were born in the territory, for example, US, Canada, I think Argentina also, Brazil, and few other countries. If you were born in their territory, then you can acquire the citizenship. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those who have decided to immigrate, those who have decided to move to those places. For example, if you have moved from your country, so you have your original citizenship and you have decided to go to another country for studies, you have decided to go to look for better opportunities like job opportunities, or if you have decided to get married and then you go to live in that place, to do business, invest, many reasons. So in that case, is the country in obligation to give you permanent residency, PR, or citizenship? In some countries, most of the EU before, it was like 5 years. So you have to live in the country 5 years as a permanent resident, then you can apply for citizenship. Simply meaning, no country has an obligation to give you a citizenship because you are living there. Okay? Because if you go to a country as an international student, it simply means that your own country doesn't have the infrastructure, doesn't have the level of education that you are looking for. Otherwise, what is the reason? Why have you left your own country to go to someone else's country to study? If your country can provide a better education, why do you move? There is always one advantage. There is always one reason for which you move from your country. So for example, let's say you were born in the US. Okay, they have Harvard, MIT, they have all that. But if you move from US to go to Germany to study, that means that maybe you don't want to be involved in the student loan. Maybe you don't have the funds to go to college because it's expensive in US and Canada. So in that case, you move to Europe to have low tuition fee. That's a reason. Even though your country is developed, but you move because the cost of living and because the student loan is so high, so you move to a cheaper place. That's a reason. Okay? So if you move, for example, from India to go to Canada for your studies, okay, the reason, yes, you are going to pay tuition fee. Yes, you are contributing to the economy. I don't deny that. But does it mean that at the end of your studies, Canada owes you a PR or Canada owes you citizenship? The simple answer is no, because they are not even in an obligation to accept you as a student. If your own country can provide you with better education, why would you move to Canada? It's not what is the added value that you are going to give to Canada if they don't take you in. What will you do? What have you contributed that they owe you something? They don't owe you anything. The only argument that I can accept or I can try to understand is if you have lived in the country, you have done significant things, for example, in science, in education, in investment, or if you have, for example, given your life or you went to fight for the country, etc. In that case, I would understand. But if you have provided nothing, the infrastructure, the system was there before you. You just came to take advantage of that. That means the country owes you nothing. Because you are here to take advantage of something that already exists. You are not the one who created it. It's that thing that attracted you. So when you come, of course, you have to adapt. It's not the locals that need to adapt to you. No. I'm sorry, I'm an immigrant myself. And this thing is really bothering me. It's really annoying because many immigrants go to places and now they start claiming some rights. They start claiming they feel entitled to things. And it's making all of us bad. Okay? Me, I'm immigrant and I know my place. I know that being in someone's land, it's a privilege. Okay? So I'm not here to steal jobs. I'm not here to claim something. No. I am already grateful to have the privilege that to be accepted and to be left alone to live here because they had no obligation. Because what the quality of life, the services that I'm having access to, my own country where I was born wasn't able to provide those things to me. That's why I left. So if you have left your country to go to another country, please know that it's a privilege. Even if you paid your tuition fee, you can complain if the country where you have been defaulted on the quality of education they were supposed to provide. Because you paid for something, that something that you paid for is like education. Okay? And even that, you paid because your own country couldn't provide what you wanted. That's why you left and you were willing to pay. And no one forced you to go to that place. So after your studies, normally you were supposed to go back to your country to work. Because in your country there is a government, right? So the government is there for what? What is the role of your government? They are there with the resources of the country to build something, to build a system that will protect, that will provide jobs, that will provide social security for the citizens, right? So if your own country, the leaders are not taking care of their own citizens, So there is embezzlement, there is corruption, mismanagement of funds and resources. Then you cannot blame it on someone else. Let me give you an example. Let's say I have my son, and then I buy toys or I buy food, I provide for my family. Will the neighbor come and complain that, oh, why did you buy this toy to your son and then you didn't buy for mine also? Do I have any obligation to provide like food or to give toys to my neighbor's kids? No, because as a parent, it's your responsibility to take care of your family, to take care of your children. No one else will come and raise your kids for you to buy them things. So it's the same. Normally, all governments are there to work for their citizens first. And I will never, even as an immigrant, I will never blame or complain about a government who's taking care or who's putting their own citizens first. No. For example, what is happening in Poland? They said yes. Even in the European Parliament, the guy went there, the prime minister, he went there and clearly said, yes, we don't want illegal immigrants. Zero. We prefer to pay the fine than taking in. In that case, yes, so many people will treat them as racist and stuff like that. But in my opinion, based on the law, no, they are not. We put the tag of racism and stuff like that on everything. No, it doesn't work like that. They have the right to protect their country. They have the right to select who enters and who exits the country. Because I will never support, I will never understand an immigrant, someone that leaves his country because things are bad. You go to another place to look for a shelter. You go there and then you start doing nonsense. You're committing violence. You are stabbing people. You are raping women. So in that case, do they have the obligation to keep you in? Do they have the obligation to give you permanent residency? Do they have the obligation to give you citizenship? First of all, what connects you to that country? Do you speak the language? How long have you been there? What are your contributions to the system? What are you doing to improve the system? Because you found it, it's working, it's functioning. But you come and then you are becoming a problem. So they have the right to kick you out. I'm sorry, but that's reality. So if they do that, will you treat them like they are racist? No, they are not racist. They are just taking care of themselves. So I will not understand an immigrant who goes to a country to start doing nonsense and then they kick him out and then, cry or complain online that, they are racist. They don't want these kind of people. No, what have you done? Have you been following the laws? What did you bring to the table? What are your contributions? Are you working? Are you paying your taxes? Or are you becoming a nuisance? Are you just taking benefits from the government? Because the government, remember, is there for their citizens first. So if they have their own citizens that are not socially covered, they need their benefits. Why would they leave their own citizens and give the benefits to you? Why? Why would they do that? Because you have your own country. You come from somewhere, right? This is what we immigrants, we need to talk about also sometimes. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Yes, let's be real. Let's talk about it. So going to a place to study doesn't entitle you to a permanent residency or to a citizenship. I'm sorry. Because I have seen that people are protesting in Canada because they have studied there and then at the end of their studies, they didn't get PR. Who said that going to some place to study comes with a PR attached or comes with the citizenship? When they were giving you the student permit, it is written in the contract? Is it written in your admission letter that, you come here to study and then at the end you will get citizenship? No. They already gave you the opportunity to have better education, to go back to your country and improve your country. So if you want to stay back, they have zero obligation to provide you with jobs. You try to fit in by following the rules, by proving yourself, okay? By contributing to the system. And these are the type of immigrants that I can encourage. I am that type of immigrant. You learn the language. Some people live in a country for 10 years, 15 years. They cannot speak the language. Now France has introduced B2 level to apply for citizenship, and people are crying. I will not understand someone who has been living in France for 10 years and cannot speak French. But that same person will come online and claim that, oh, they are racist because he didn't get the paper, he didn't have citizenship. Guys, you are in a country, you don't speak the language. You know nothing about the culture. You know nothing about the political organization, how the country is organized, how the laws are working. You know nothing. And you want to be, so what makes you a part of that country? Because you are a foreigner, you are a stranger. So if they give you the passport, the passport, it's not just an administrative document to travel. No. When you have the citizenship, it means that you become someone who can vote in that country. But if you know nothing, you don't know the laws, you don't know even the anthem of the country, but you want the passport. So when it's time to vote, who will you vote? How will you contribute? Because don't forget, as a citizen, you have rights and you have also obligations. And there is a principle in French that says, avant de réclamer ses droits, il faut s'acquitter de ses devoirs. Meaning, before to claim your rights, make sure that you have done your obligations. Yes, even as a citizen, you have obligations. So let me ask you a question. Where you are living right now, yes, it's not your country where you were born. If it's not the country of your father, if it's not the country of your mother, where you have moved to, if that country comes to go to war, will you be ready to go and defend the place where you are living right now? Honestly. For example, what happened to Ukraine? So, okay, if you were a student in Ukraine, if you were permanent resident in Ukraine, if you were working in Ukraine as an Indian, as a Nigerian, as a Brazilian, as an American, whatever, and they are in short of men to go and fight to defend the country, if they are calling people, if they are drawing people to go for war, will you be ready? Is it something that you will be ready to do? No. Look at what is happening right now in Dubai. Because of the Iran war, Iran has been bombing Dubai, and most of the foreigners, they ran, they left. But what about the Emiratis? They are there because it's their land. There is no other place that they can run to. So if they gave you the citizenship, let's say that they have to go to war, will they take the Indians, the guys from Bangladesh, the guys from Pakistan, the guys from Africa who are living there, making their money there, zero income tax? Maybe you get a better life there, but are you ready to defend that place? No, you will take your flight, run, go back to your country. Why? Because you were just there to take advantage of what they offer. But when it comes to defend the place, when it comes to pay a price, no, you are not ready. You want to go there, make a lot of money, and then build back home. Send your money, send money to your family, right? So at the same time that you have the right to do that, no one is blaming you. They have also the right to choose who they are going to give their citizenship to, who they are going to give permanent residency to. Because yes, when things hit the fan, of course you are going to run away. You are going to go to another place. There are so many countries. You will go to the next place. So again, citizenship is a privilege. It's not a right. And that's what I stand for. Because it's easy to come online and complain. It's easy to accuse people of racism and stuff like that. But let's go to the basics. Let's go to the semantics. Yes, I'm an immigrant and I recognize my place. I will never support someone who doesn't integrate, someone who's not contributing, someone who's not doing all his best to learn the language. I will never support such immigrants. Especially, again, if you are there and you are committing crime, I'm not with you. I am not with you. I cannot invite you to my house. I am being hospitable to you. I can give you food. I can give you water. I can offer you my sofa. But then you will come and tell me that no, me, I have to come and sleep in the sofa, and you want to sleep in the bed. No, it's not happening. That's why there is a saying, yes, feel like home, my home, like mi casa, su casa. But never forget that it's my home. So my home, my rules. As simple as that. My home, my rules. You come to me. I didn't call you. You come to me. Is there any country that is going like to places to recruit international students or workers? If they do, it's for a specific need. For example, Canada has a visa for temporary workers. So most of these people are, most of the time, Mexico, Colombia, etc. They go for seasonal work. It's a specific visa for a specific work. So most of the time, it's if the country has like projects of construction, if there is like it's harvest season, like it's seasonal, it's temporary. So you come for 3 months or 6 months, maybe to pick fruits or something like that. But when the season has ended, you go back to your country, because it was just an opportunity for you to make more money. But they don't have any obligation to give you permanent residency after that, or to give you citizenship. No, they don't have any obligation. As long as you are in a country and you have that mindset, most of the time, even in the most racist places, you will not have a problem. Respect the local people. Respect the law. Try to improve what you have found. Try to contribute. Be useful. Be useful. But if you are going there to be a nuisance, you are not contributing, there is no, you have no value added, then why do they have to keep you? They don't have to keep you. So that is my point of view regarding this topic. And that's what I wanted to share with you, because I see that now the conversation is going in all directions and people are, no. What is the law? What is, what are the facts? And let's stick to that, as simple as that. It's not a topic that we have to take it emotionally and stuff like that. No, facts are facts. And I'm an immigrant myself. I'm an immigrant myself. I have lived in more than 5 countries, different countries. Lived, not visited. So I know what it means to be an immigrant. What it means to live in a place that you were not born in. But in all those places that I have been to, I never tried to change something or never tried to complain too much or something like that. No. Because I know I am not in my country where I was born. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Please comment below. What are your thoughts? What do you think about this topic? And to all those immigrants who are making the rest of us look bad, and because of your characters, because of your acts, Countries are changing their laws, making things harder and harder for those who are hardworking, for those who are honest. Please stop complaining. Please stop the nonsense. No one owes you nothing. The only place that owes you something, it's your country where you were born, or where your father comes from, or your mother comes from. Yes. Most of the time you don't want to call out your system. You don't want to call out your own country. How about healthcare? How about education? How about the economical situation? You cannot leave a country where people who are in power, they steal all the resources to go to other places to invest. And you come to that place, to a better place that they take you in, and you are complaining about that place like it's not like home. It doesn't make sense to me. It's absolute nonsense to me. Because if the place that you are in right now is better than where you come from, then try to contribute, try to build your life, try to follow the rules. If it's so bad, you have option. You have option. If it's so bad, just go back home. If it's so bad, just go back home. Please. If it is so bad, just go back home. It's your country, right? You have the right to go back. So if where you are is so bad, just go back home. Why would you want another citizenship if your own citizenship is good? If it's the best, why would you want another man's passport if your own passport is good? Thank you very much for watching this video. And please, as always, leave a comment below. Share with me your thoughts. What is your position or your intake into this topic? I will be eager to read as always. And as I always say, on your way to where you want to be, never forget to be happy. Thank you very much, and see you on the next one.